Sitting here with Mike from Mike's Place in Kent, and we are going to be doing his recipe of sauerkraut balls, right?
A Northeast Ohio favorite.
I love it.
And this is a recipe I came up with after many times of screwing it up, but I think it's pretty good. You're going to test it.
I love testing it.
Now, this is not the recipe we use in Mike's Place because we go through so many. I would be dedicating my life to sauerkraut balls, and I can't do that.
This would be fun.
Hopefully you enjoy it. Remember, Mike's Place, Kent, Ohio, all roads lead there, so I hope you enjoy these videos. And are you ready to learn?
I'm ready to learn. Let's do it.
Now what I'm going to do is we're going to always add olive oil. Thank goodness my daughter Holly had some, so we were able to get some olive oil. Thank you, Holly. And then I'm going to add the butter. Okay.
Now how much butter?
It's enough. And then I'm adding the onions.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're introducing Mike's daughter, Holly, which is going to be contributing to these videos. And as we were filming, he said he put enough butter, but you had something great to say. And what was it?
Whenever I saute any vegetables or try to get any onions and garlic translucent, I always start off with a tablespoon of either butter or olive oil. And if it's not working as fast as you'd like, I'd add more and turn up the heat.
Awesome. See, there's the
Holly
tip.
specializes in bows.
Those look awesome.
Thank you, thank you.
Doug, what we're trying to do is now, the same thing we'll do with other videos, we're going to try to get the onions translucent.
Yeah.
And you asked about measuring.
Yeah.
What was your response?
It wasn't my response.
My daughter Holly's response
She
is,
said measure with your heart.
measure with your heart.
And Mike
Your
said,
doctor might not like that, but measure with your heart. I like to add the spices, because if you add the spices first, everything pops.
and we'll have those spices on the recipe, correct?
Right.
Now, what two spices did you add?
Those were caraway seeds and parsley.
Okay.
Okay? We'll just let it go a little longer. Thanks, Doug.
Yep.
You know me, I like peppering everything.
Yep.
Okay? Hey, Doug, now what I'm adding to this is I pre-cooked some whole hog sausage and I drained the extra fat, but there's not a lot of fat. And then I ground it. And now what I'm doing is I'm adding it back into the translucent onions we had. And then I'm going to add the chicken broth, okay?
Oh, good.
So you saw what that is. That's maybe a third of a cup of chicken broth. And I use my favorite Stouffer's chicken base to reconstitute it. When you're using a chicken base, you really don't have to add a lot of salt because the chicken base does have salt.
Okay.
So we're just going to heat this up a little bit, get it all ready to go. Okay? Okay, Doug, you see how nice and lubricated this stuff is?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're going to take this over and we're going to add it to this.
That
Okay.
big bowl.
Okay?
Yep.
Doug, now we are adding the rest of our ingredients. I love mustard. You know, so that's where my recipe varies.
Uh-huh.
And just remember, you don't have to just use sausage. You can use ham.
Okay.
Or another one I like to do is I do with corned beef. I dice corned beef up and mix it all up. And those kraut balls are great with Thousand Island.
Ooh,
It's almost like a Reuben that's been fried.
I like that.
Okay, then I'm going to add my flour.
Okay.
I'm going to add my sauerkraut. And then I'm going to add this.
All right.
Okay, now let me get my gloves. No, your gloves.
My gloves. Oh.
I'd like to add the cold sauerkraut.
Yeah.
Remember, that sauerkraut has to be drained so much where you actually get in there and you push all the water out because you don't want it very thick. You don't want it with all that water because that'll ruin your sauerkraut balls.
Gotcha.
But this has been chilled, so I add this to it.
Yeah.
And what it does is it helps cool the sausage down.
Yeah, so you don't burn your hands.
I think you need to practice doing it the old-fashioned way.
All right.
There you go. What am I going to do? Just get in there? Yeah, just get in there, Doug, and mix it up. You can feel it coming together. Can you feel it?
I do.
Does it feel like a kraut ball yet?
Yeah, it does. Okay. Mike, I was wondering, how do you know, or when do you know when this is done?
Doug, you'll know it because there will be no more cream cheese blobs in there. You know,
so like the white.
Right.
Like there's white in there. I see
right.
what you're saying.
And so when you get it done, what we need to do next is we're going to put this in the refrigerator and let it cool down so we can form the kraut balls, okay?
Okay.
Thanks, Doug.
I think it's getting there.
Hey, Doug, you see how firm this has all gotten?
Yeah.
Okay, what I do now is we're just going to roll the balls.
Uh-huh.
Depending on what size kraut balls you like.
What size are you doing?
I like mine smaller than a golf ball.
Okay.
Even though I lose all my golf balls. So I'll get all these rolled, Doug, and then we'll go to the breading procedure.
All right.
Okay, Doug, I've already put some water in here. Mm-hmm. Now what I'm going to do is, watch this, cracking an egg with two.
Damn. That takes some time.
There you go. That should be a video on how to crack an egg. Okay?
But you got to tell us how you did that.
I just do it like that.
All right.
After cracking eggs for so long, you learn how to do them. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to whip this up. You remember how we did this.
Yeah.
I'm just going to whip that up. Okay,
yeah.
Doug? And the next step will be breading.
All right.
Okay? Okay, just so everyone remembers, this is panko, flour, and this is 3 eggs and some water. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover these bad boys. Oh, I know a guy named Bad Boy.
Now, Bad Boy and myself, we have been known to eat the sauerkraut balls.
You guys have been known to eat. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, Doug, I'm gonna roll these bad boys around.
There you go.
Wait, when is Bad Boy coming out with some more music?
I don't know. That's a good question. We'll have to ask him.
We will have to ask him. Okay, see, we got little kraut balls. Okay, I'm gonna put them back there. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, Doug, we're gonna have you do this in a minute. You ready? Okay,
Yeah.
Doug, it's your turn.
So I'm going to get this pretty heavy in there, huh?
Right.
Yeah, you've done this so much.
What you're doing here, right? You want to take care of those balls,
Hey, thanks, Doug.
Yeah.
Okay, Doug, these have sat in the cooler for maybe a 20 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're putting them into our 350 degree fryer.
All right.
This is old school. I think I got this when we were married. That's how old school it is.
Wow.
I don't want to overload it, but make sure you at least keep them from sticking, you know?
Yeah.
I probably could get most of these in here.
Really?
Do I go for it?
I would go for it. I mean, this is what we're here for, right?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Well, we went for it.
We went for it.
So how long are these gonna?
We're gonna wait till they're good and brown.
Okay, so once they're browned, you're ready to take them on here.
Hey, Doug, when you see them start to float, that means they're getting close. So watch the color really quick, or really closely.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Another minute.
That's 350, huh?
So I'm gonna just hold them up here and let them drain.
Man, those look good.
Test dummy.
All right, so
Remember, they're pretty hot. So
here's the sauce.
and there's the kraut balls.
All right, so
Are they steaming?
yeah, it's a hot.
Ooh.
Mike, that's hot.
Oh yeah, it's hot. So you put a little sauce on there.
I hope I don't burn my face off here, Mike. That looks good.
Tell me what you think.
There we go. That's a good kraut ball.
It's a good kraut ball.
That's a good kraut ball.
You know, people, they can actually make these ahead of time and freeze them.
Yeah.
And then you thaw them out, and then you have them ready for your next kraut ball, sauerkraut ball.
Oh, so you can make them and then freeze them,
Yep.
and then have them when you need them.
Yeah.
In the sauce. I love
Yep.
it. Thanks, Mike.
Well, thanks for doing it, Doug.
Hey, I'll tell everybody out here.
Remember, Mike Kostensky on YouTube, and Doug Jenkins, sound engineer extraordinaire. Doug, plug your site.
I do, you just search Doug Jenkins on YouTube and you'll find everything about me. So I appreciate it, Mike. I'm going to eat a few more of these.
And for all you musicians, check out his site. He teaches you how to do a sound, make some wonderful music.
Yep.
Thanks, Doug.
I got to finish it.